Well, we like to put a lot of pressure on the guys up front. We have to get them going. I kind of asked them, what do you guys want to do? Do you want to, what type of runs you want? Up the middle, to the sides, and trying to correct them and make them right. So this is a run game altogether. Collectively, we had to get it done. Just the weather. I mean, you knew it was going to be one of them games where you're going to run the ball, pound it on both sides. We ran the ball well. On the other side, I mean, their first 2 drives, they just ran it. So I've been in one of these games before, same situation, we just ran the ball the whole time. Just being a Pennsylvania kid, I've played in the snow before. Which is crazy is that I haven't had a lot of snow games in high school. Going to Pittsburgh, I played in maybe 1 snow game, and then the one in Philadelphia. Just, I don't know, I still can cut and run, like if it's no snow. I slip here and there. There's some cuts that I missed today I slipped on, but for the most part, I was running, I was cutting, I was stopping, where other guys were slipping. So I was just, maybe I know I'm going to get the ball a lot, so I try to just play extra good, if that makes sense. I didn't have an issue with it at all. I was trying to tell the other backs, don't try to slow down and settle yourself to cut. Cut hard. I think the harder you cut, you plant in the ground, you can get upfield. Where if you're slowing down to try to cut, you're liable to slip. But I mean, I'm not no expert at it. I just run how I feel, and that's what I did today. To be honest, this game was a lot harder than the Philadelphia game where I had the 200 yards. I think the biggest reason is that the snow never stopped and the wind never stopped. In the first half in the Philly game, it was crazy, but it stopped at halftime. We can run the ball a lot better. Where this game, it continued to snow and snow and snow. So I think this is probably the best one or the worst one. Well, I think just with this game, you never can predict the weather. You could predict going out there playing hard, fighting hard, competing, but the weather is something you can't control. For us, come out there and just play hard the whole game. And then once they kind of scored, I mean, it was tough, but then we regrouped, we got together. We went down there and scored in overtime. Joe had to come in there, a big role for him, asked to take care of the team, manage the team, be a leader, and he did a great job at that. DT outside takes a go route. We really needed it at that time. And then the guys up front blocked really well, and I got a chance to, bounce to the outside and score. Just all together, from the defense to offense to special teams. And they don't get as much credit as they should get, the special teams. I mean, the conditions, the weather, punting, kickoff, guys that play hard, the snaps, yeah, that's tough, So altogether, the mental toughness was extremely great today. Nah, you're right, because in practice, you go through certain reps with a certain quarterback. So when I'm with Tyrod, we have a totally different vibe and chemistry than Nate. We really do. And then when Nate comes in, it changes. Me and him have our own personal chemistry. I know what he likes to do when he small things like he drops back to hand me the ball. I know where I should look for the hole because how he drops back. He's a lot faster back there than Tyrod. Him and the ball. So little things like that you need to know. And me and Joe, we haven't had too many opportunities like that. So I think that was the biggest thing for him, is for him to get the mental reps, not physically, but the mental reps, and come in the game, asked to play, to win a game. He goes there and he does it. So everything like that, I mean, it just, shows you the heart and the type of attitude we have on this team. Like I said before, that situation, you had to come in there and play, kind of in a must-win situation. It was hard for him because, hey, if he didn't do good, they're playing a rookie. And if he did good, he was like, just the next savior, So it was a hard situation for him. But we watch him in practice since camp. I mean, he's talented. He has a bright future. Now, I can't tell if it's right now, but I can tell you is that he's going to play in this league for a long time. He has a good arm. He's smart. He's very smart. I mean, he went to Pittsburgh, so, I mean, you're not surprised. But, no, he's a heck of a player. He really is. We watch him. He'll rip through the starting defense all the time, and that's a tough group. So he has a bright future. So I'm not really surprised that he came out and he handled himself. And one thing I like about him, it might be a Pitt thing, is that he's really confident. I mean, even throwing 5 interceptions, which is really bad, the next day, right, and that next week, confident, played bad, Came with the same attitude, and he looked good. So.